I hope it's romantic all my life, surrounded by couples all the time.
Didn't see you there. Romance anime. Probably one of the most popular genres of anime, while also somehow being the most underrated. It is a bunch of different titles. Some of them, not that good. Others are just straight peak fiction. So that's why I decided to commemorate the worst holiday ever, being Valentine's Day. I decided to watch 5 romance animes and to see if the genre is worth it. Animes I will be watching are The Flagrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, Dress Up Darling, Blue Box, More Than a Married Couple But Not Lovers, and The Dangers in My Heart. So without further ado, let's watch some shows.
Alright, starting show 1 of 5. Finished Fragrant Flower. It's currently 1 in the morning on a school night. It was worth it. I don't care if I fall asleep in school tomorrow. I mean today, because it's 1 in the morning. So it was so good. I'm just mad that they ended season 1 on such a high note. Like, they just confessed their love.
凛太郎くん、私は和栗薫子です。そしてあなたは紬凛太郎くんです。気持ちを伝えてくれてありがとう。私も凛太郎くんが大好きで。I
think that's my favorite romance anime I've ever watched. And I've watched a few. Your Lie in April, A Silent Voice. Those 2 are ones I really like. So at first I thought this is gonna be one of the romance animes that finally doesn't have a beach and festival episode like every other romance. Then I heard beach and I'm like, oh, that's ruined. They're gonna sexualize every character in the show now. I love the show like so much because of the simple fact that they did not sexualize the characters during the beach episode when they could have done that so easily. I love the fact that the male main character isn't a pervert like most of them. That really like drew me in, and I love that. I love how the girl, kind of your basic trope, like popular girl, like they do it in a way that makes it feel unique in a way. I don't really know how to explain it. It was really cool. I liked it. But now time, like I said when my top 5 characters. Number 5, Mr. Cool Guy, aka I think his name Hakuishi. I think that's his name, Hakuishi. He's number 5. He's really cool. I kind of feel like eventually he might end up with my number 4 character, which is Hoshina. I feel like he might end up with Hoshina because I don't know, something about them, the way that like they like have a camera on Hoshina and then they pan it immediately to that dude. It makes me feel, yo, are they gonna end up together? And then like some of the moments they share in the show, like, I don't know. My number 3 character is Wagakari. This is a bundle of absolute purity, joy, and honesty, and everything nice in this world. I love her so much. She's adorable. She can do no wrong. She does no wrong. But my number 2 is the male lead, Rentardo. Is that his name, Rentardo? I know it's something like that. It's cool. Again, I'm sorry. I'm really bad with names because, it's only 13 episodes long, so it kind of takes a while to get to know the names. The one name I do know for a fact, because he's my favorite character, is Yusumi. I don't know. Yusumi's just like a bundle of joy. He brings the mood and heightens it, and I love him for that. I don't know. I don't think Yusumi has one bad episode or one bad moment.
Don't you touch her.
Other than him, like, kind of like verbally attacking. What was her name? Wagari. That's her name. Wagari. Other than him like attacking Wagari verbally because she's from another school, which I totally understand. Everyone from that school is like snotty and like disrespects them so much, so I understand why he did it. But at the same time, she's so sweet. Oh, that kind of made me mad, but at the same time, I understand it. Everyone at the school treats him like trash. Like, my man was just trying to give you your handkerchief back. Why are you gonna be such a jerk about it? I actually don't want to use it no more. Shut up. Just because he's not rich like you doesn't mean you can treat him like trash. He got style, he got the looks, he got everything. Also, I don't know if it's something to do with his red hair, but every time there's a character with red hair, I'm just like attached to them. They're automatically my favorite. Or if they're not my favorite, eventually they will grow to be a character I really like. Just take Gigi for example. I used to not like him whatsoever. But now he's in my top 3 characters, which is
So I'm in my basement right now, so sorry for all the noise. I'll try to suppress it in CapCut. We also got a little guest, we got a doggo. But all the stuff that you saw before was the second half of all the footage I filmed. For some reason, all the first half of that like entire segment was like deleted somehow. Someone deleted it off my phone. I'm only telling you this because throughout every other show, I'm going to give you updates throughout the show as I watch more episodes. I don't know why it decided to do this, but okay. Anyways, me and Doggo, we say goodbye till next time.
so yeah, that's show 1 of 5. I'll see y'all in show number 2.
Final thoughts are all the characters were really enjoyable. I really enjoyed this concept and take on romance. If I had to give it a rating, I'd give it a 9 out of 10, and I highly do recommend. For show 2 of 5. Alright, just watched the first episode of My Dress Up Darling. To say the least, it was interesting. I can tell that there's going to be a lot of fan service in this, which I'm not excited about, but can't really do much about it. Gojo seems like a cool main character. I'm excited to see where he goes. Marin seems like to be a cool love interest. I like the concept, you know, 2 people from opposite worlds come together over one thing, which is cosplay, because he knows how to sew, she wants to be a cosplayer. They seem like a fit, you know. I like that. I'll let you know when I finish halfway of season 1, because apparently there's 2 seasons. So when I get through half of season 1, I'll update you. Alright, just watched episode 6. It's not as bad as I thought it'd be. I thought the fan service was gonna be like up there. No, it's like once or twice an episode. Sometimes it's really weird, but other than that, not bad. I like the concept of like the cosplay aspect of it. It's pretty cool. They just met the famous cosplayer Juju. I don't like Juju right now. Juju making me mad.
Just finished season 1 of Dress Up Darling. I'll be starting season 2 tomorrow. Not right now though, because I gotta get to sleep. Real quick, my thoughts on season 1 entirely was some fan service was not needed, like at all. It was very weird, at the same time really charming and funny. Sometimes they go a little above and beyond with the fan service. Also the fact that something made me really uncomfortable with one of the characters when they one of the characters is in middle school. She's like 12 to 15, and they just treated her like any other like girl in anime, which I really didn't appreciate. But other than that, it was cool. I liked it. Miran's a cool character. Her interest, I don't know why they're all like adult content themed, but whatever, you like what you like. Gojo, I like Gojo. My favorite character is the grandpa. I love the grandpa so much. He's great. And that's it, because there's like no other characters. Also, thing I gotta mention, I tried to watch the first episode on my TV. At a certain point, I had to turn it off and I had to go upstairs. So, just I should have done it in the first place. Like, it's a good show, but some parts of it are a little iffy. Anyways, I'll catch you people tomorrow, and with the start of season 2. I'm going to bed. Good night.
An eternity later.
So currently I'm in school. I'm in study hall right now, so I'm gonna try and watch an episode or 2. Hopefully this goes okay and no one sees me doing this. I don't want to be judged. I'm almost done with school. I forgot to film an update, but I watched half an episode, but the fan service got really bad, so I had to quit. I'll continue it at home. I said I was able to catch up to the Gotcha Kuda dub, so win-win.
Okay, I was finally able to finish episode 1 of Dress Up Darling season 2. It was okay. It was decent. I didn't mind it. Although I don't know. Not much to say about it. I like Gojo's finally like. I flipped the camera. What I was saying was I like that Gojo's finally tackling his like trauma. People think he's a creep because he works on Hina dolls, and Hina dolls are meant for girls, and like all this stuff. So that's cool. I like that. Alright, just got halfway through my Dress Up Darling season 2. It wrapped up the school festival cultural arc or whatever it's called. I think out of the 6 episodes I've seen out of season 2, they are my favorite. Maybe my favorite in the entire series. I think season 1's a lot better than season 2. But not like by a large margin. Like, it's like this close. Like, if we get 2 more good episodes out of season 2, I think, yeah, it's gonna be better. Anyways, I want to get this show over with. So, I'll get to you when I finish season 2, and yeah. After that, let's hope the other shows I plan to watch aren't filled with fan service.
Are we dead at right now? I just finished season 2, and we got 2 seasons. For the most interaction between them is a selfie. Assuming there's gonna be a 3rd season, because why wouldn't there be? My final thoughts are, combined, I'd say the entire series as a whole is somewhere in the range of a 7.5 to an 8. There are some moments I really enjoyed comedy-wise. There are some moments I enjoy emotionally-wise. It's not bad. And I'm gonna be honest, I would rewatch it. Call me a weirdo all you want. 3 of 5.
Watched the first episode of More Than a Married Couple, but not Lovers or something like that. It was interesting. I thought Dress Up Darling would be the only show with fan service, but I was wrong. This one has a little bit of fan service, but it's not as bad as Dress Up Darling. Also, this is completely unrelated, but halfway through the episode, I realized I got a pimple on the side of my forehead. It's actually irritating the heck out of me. But I'm so confused because people swear this is peak and it needs another season. So far, it's okay. Not the best, but could definitely be better. But I guess we'll see as time tells.
A few episodes of not like a married couple or whatever, but I had to tuck myself in the very far back of a corner so no one saw me. Anyways, yeah, well, I'll watch more when I get home.
So, I low-key kind of forgot to, record my thoughts halfway through the show. I'm on episode 9 now, so I'm not that far beyond the halfway point, but I'm also closer to the end than I am the middle, so I guess all I gotta say is it's like your typical romance anime with like a little bit more to add. It's like your typical romance anime, but a little more complex in some of the areas, you know?
No one told me episode 9 was a freak show! They were just icing a smoothie or something! Why'd they make it sound so sus?
I'm having a hard time getting it in.
It's fine. I mean, this is your first time, isn't it?
Yeah.
It'll be great. Just try to take it slow and gentle. That's it. Trace around the edge super softly. And when you're ready, put it in. In my opinion, there's no need to rush anything. It's best if you go nice and slow.
You are putting icing on a drink! Don't make it sound freaky! And then I had to physically speed up the episode so I could get it over with faster. This show was like, you know, an 8 for me. You know, it was okay, I guess. Like, nothing, every show I think is an 8 when I start it. If it doesn't exceed my expectations or, like, you know, sink them, it stays an 8. But this is like downgrading it to like a 7.
Just finished the freaking show. I'm really mad about the ending. I see why people want a season 2 so badly. There's no way you're gonna end a show with him about a pig and just cut it. Like,
Apparently Apparently, this place has made all sorts of romantic wishes come true. I wish.
Yeah, that makes total sense. That has me mad. Other than that, like, it was cool. I liked it. I think, yeah. On show number 4.
Final thoughts of A Married Couple But Not Lovers is ending of first season made me mad. It was okay. Not much to talk about. That's really it.
Show 4 of 5.
So sorry about whatever's happening in the background. We're putting some shelves for me. But I watched the first episode of Blue Box. I think I'm really gonna like the show. I think this might, besides Flagrant Flower and A Silent Voice, this might be a contender for one of my favorite romance animes in general. And it might have a chance to be in my top 10. Just that first episode was really good. Set up a lot of like, you know, ground that we need. I like the animation. The animation is really, really, really good. I like the way like it's directed. I think it's directed pretty well. The camera angles we got and like just everything. I really like this.
Right, I just watched episode 4 of Blue Box. I got a few questions. One, I thought all romance animes just, had a school festival and like the beach episode, but now I'm starting to realize there's also a lot of shows that involve the aquarium. What's so special about the aquarium? It's fish. Fish are not romantic. The other thing I have to add is that one, Techie's friend, the one with the glasses, W Wingman, he's not, if I ever had to choose a wingman to help me with something, I'm picking him. He is a W Wingman. I just watched my last episode for the day, and I don't know, something about this episode is giving me like Whole Cake Sanji finding out betrayal vibes, when he's trying to light the cigarette, but the rains keep putting it out. That's what I'm getting from this episode, but there's no cigarettes. It's just a girl under an umbrella overhearing and thinking she's been betrayed. And I think it's pretty obvious at this point who the second love interest is, because in every romance you've got to have options, right? If you don't have options, then I guess you're doing something wrong. I don't know why there can't just be one interest, why there always has to be two. I don't know, but I guess Hina's the second love interest, which is kind of upsetting to me because I thought she could have been a really cool character, not as a love interest.
Say that we have a show where we have a Hina and Taiki type characters, but it's a completely different show. They're the exact same characters, but neither one of them likes each other like that. They're just friends. I want that in a romance anime. I think that could be like a really cool plot development, moving a friendship along while one of the characters is trying to deal with love and relationships. The friend's like, you're not spending enough time with me. I feel like you're trying to put me off to the side so you can focus on this more. And I really don't feel okay with that. I would like it if you would like try and spend more time with me because I'm your best friend. I've been here for you since the dawn of time. If you know any shows like that, please tell me, because I feel like that could be a really cool and interesting plot development.
Quick, I want to make a prediction because there's no way that this show can continue without Taiki somehow making it to the nationals. So I think that Haru is going to get injured or like sick somehow, and he's going to require Taiki.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop myself right there. I was completely wrong. That did not happen whatsoever. So anytime I make a prediction, just completely ignore it. It's probably wrong.
He did it again. How? Why does every show keep doing this to me? Like, once again, the red-haired character is my favorite. How do these shows like always make me like the red-haired characters?
Too lazy to turn on the light, so this is the best you're gonna get. But I'm like halfway through episode like 17. Is it? I don't know. But there was this like moment where Chinatsu and Taiki were talking, and they're like, okay, yeah, do your best with your practice match on Saturday, and I'll be there, I'll support you. And then she's like, okay, practice, pal. Like, I'm assuming he's trying to practice his spikes, but out of context, it sounds like it's like he whipped Chinatsu with a racket.
Pal?
You know that feeling when you're watching a show and something really cute or like adorable happens, but you know you're like grown, but you can't help it and letting the inner child out, so you start kicking your feet and smiling, knowing very well that you are lonely and you'll never experience the happiness within the show. That's what I'm feeling with every single episode right now. That's what I'm feeling with every single episode at this point in time. All of them are just... This is Flagrant Flower if it was longer. I love this show so much. There's not one character I hate. Not a single character. I love every single character in the show. Alright, time for the final episode of Blue Box. Now what the dang? Two in fiddlesticks, goofy Stranger Things, cliffhanger, stupid. Why'd they end the season like that? That was interesting. I really like this. Blue Box, I highly recommend it. Great show. 25 episodes, plus a season 2 coming very, very soon as of the time recording this. Season 2 comes out in April or May, I think. I think I'd give this show like an 8.5 to an 8.7. It was really good. Just that last episode, man, that made me so mad. Because why do you add a 25th episode and make it feel like episode 1 of season 2? I don't know, but okay. Now, without further ado, let's get on to the final show. Show number 5. To go.
Final thoughts of Blue Box are, it's probably one of my favorite romance animes I've ever watched, and it has a chance to be one of my favorite animes in general. I loved it so much. The characters, all enjoyable in one way or another. The sports aspect of it, I've never been big on sports, but just that aspect was really cool. And the animation and art style, perfection.
And lastly, show 5 of 5.
I realized I never recorded my reaction to episode 1. So basically episode 1, what I was feeling while watching it was, what is this? This is so weird. Like, the first 5 minutes is just some dude on his emo arc talking about how he's gonna kill everyone, and his first target is the most popular girl in the school.
Okay, episode 2 made it a little bit better. It was kind of funny. If it keeps going up like this, I can see why it has an 8 out of 10 on my anime list. But only if the quality gets better. Episodes away from finishing season 1, they finally got each other's number. I don't know why it took so long. The main character can be kind of clueless sometimes, kind of oblivious to the obvious. Other than that, kind of your typical romance. There's a little fan service in it, which is whatever. Even though I'm pretty sure these people are in like middle school. No, they're second years in high school. I don't know. Yeah, it's fine. I don't see why it has an 8 out of 10 yet on my anime list, but maybe you'll see when I finish it. Right now it feels like a 7. I'm kind of happy right now. First off, Trash Boy got upgraded to the Food Boy, so he can actually eat the food instead of having to throw the trash away. This show has grown on me exponentially. But out of the 5 I've seen so far, definitely my least favorite. Maybe that'll change when I watch season 2. But I just gotta say one thing. Ichigawa, buddy, just confess already. So just finished episode 3 of season 2, and so far it is 100 times better than season 1. I feel like the whole emo act of the main character finally got dropped, which I'm so happy about, because that made no sense whatsoever. There was like no lore going into it or whatever, so happy that finally got dropped off. They hugged, some improvement, and he met her parents. They seem really chill. In the house, not outside the house. Outside the house, they seem like monsters. But inside, they seem really chill. I like that. We get some more time with Yamada's friends. They seem cool, I guess.
overall, just a much better season than season 1, in my opinion. So I see why this one has an 8 out of 10 on my anime list. But yeah, let me continue with this. On my hair, I just styled it because I got out of the shower. Don't mind this. But episode 7. They're so close. All they have to say is 3 words. And 3 words! I know it's probably gonna come in like episode 10, 11, 12, near the end, but he just called her cute. Like, she's like, oh, how does this necklace look at me? And he responds with, you look so cute. Just like I love you already.
Confess, they confess, they confess, they confess, they confess. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. Usually it takes them like 13 seasons to finally confess. They confessed! The show did a complete 180 on me. Complete 180. 180. First episode, it's like a 5 out of 10. Like, I really didn't like it that much. But that final episode was like a 9 out of 10. It was really good. I really liked it. I wonder if there's gonna be more seasons. I gotta check if the manga's still going, because if it is, there's a decent chance that it could have a season 3, and I really want to see that. Well, they confessed. Flagrant Flower, they kind of confessed. It's like more like, I appreciate you, where this was like, I love you. Wanna go out? Yes!
Final thoughts on Danger in My Heart is, it really grew on me. I've never had a show grow me this much, from me really not liking it first episode, like giving it like a 5 out of 10, all the way to me loving it. Never had that happen before. Now, to end this video off, I might as well rank all these animes from worst to best. This is my opinion, so if you get mad, I'm sorry. In last place, we have More Than a Married Couple, But Not Lovers. That takes the last place. It was just like, it was okay. I didn't mind it. But out of all of them, I feel like the characters had the least amount of development, and it felt the most like a typical romance anime. It wasn't bad, but was the most generic and iffy. In 4th place, we have Dangers in My Heart. If it wasn't for that first half of the show, it could have been in my top 3. But because of that first half, it was like, what are we doing? Like, it was so iffy. In number 3, we have Dress Up Darling. It was a really good show. I like the concept of it. The reason it's top 3, or not really that, the reason it's this spot and not any higher is because 1, what they did to Juju's sister. 2, there's like no progression. Well, there is some progression, but there's barely any progression between their relationship. Number 2, Blue Box. I love the Blue Box so much, and if season 2 is just as good as season 1, it's probably gonna be my favorite romance anime ever. Just everything about it, so well put together and thought out. I loved it. But that does mean that our number 1, or my number 1 romance anime out of this video is The Flagrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. This show is just perfect. Perfect. The only thing that would make it a 9 out of 10, the only thing that they could do better is have more episodes. If they made this a 24 episode season, it would have been a 10 out of 10. Easily a 10 out of 10. But because it's only 13 episodes. But that's my ranking of the 5 animes I watched in this video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully you, the viewer, found love on Valentine's Day, unlike me. Peace.